Have you ever received a strange text message on your phone and wondered if it's safe? This is a question that many of us may have asked ourselves, and for a good reason. In this digital age, one of the threats that lurks in the shadows is SMS fraud. This is not an issue that only affects the technologically savvy or the careless. No, anyone can become a victim. Imagine this. One moment, you're sipping your morning coffee, and the next, you're in the midst of a cybercrime, your personal information at risk. That's how swift and silent SMS fraud can be. The consequences of falling prey to such fraud can be severe, ranging from financial loss to identity theft. And what's more alarming is the frequency of such incidents. They're not as rare as you might think. They're happening all around us, all the time. SMS fraud is a real, widespread issue, and understanding it is the first step in protecting yourself. So what exactly is SMS fraud? Well, in a nutshell, SMS fraud, also known as smishing, is a form of criminal activity that uses social engineering techniques to trick individuals into revealing personal information, making payments, or downloading malicious software through text messages. It's a more refined cousin of email phishing, but the concept is the same. Convince the victim they're dealing with a trusted entity, and they'll hand over the keys to their kingdom willingly. Let's break it down a bit. In a typical SMS fraud scenario, fraudsters would send a text message to their potential victim. The message might appear to come from a familiar source like a bank or a well-known brand. It could say something like, "Your account has been compromised. Please confirm your details," or "Congratulations, you've won a prize. Click here to claim." But here's the catch. That familiar source, it's not who they say they are. And that link they want you to click, it doesn't lead to a prize or a security page. Instead, it goes to a site designed to collect your personal information or install malware on your device. This is what we call impersonation, a common tactic used in SMS fraud. Phishing is another technique employed by fraudsters. This involves sending messages that appear to come from a trusted source, again, to trick the recipient into revealing sensitive information. The difference here is that phishing often involves a sense of urgency. The message may imply that immediate action is needed to avoid a negative outcome, like losing access to an account. And then we have smishing, a term that combines SMS and phishing. In this case, the fraudsters use text messages to lure victims into a trap. The message might contain a link that, when clicked, downloads malicious software onto the victim's device. Or it might ask for personal information under the guise of verifying an account or claiming a prize. Now that you understand what SMS fraud is, it's time to delve deeper into the different types of this fraud. Just like a chameleon changes its colors, SMS fraud comes in various forms. Let's start with phishing, a classic yet cunning type of SMS fraud. Phishing is when fraudsters pose as legitimate entities such as banks or service providers and trick you into revealing sensitive information like your password or credit card details. Imagine receiving a text message that appears to be from your bank, asking you to confirm your account details due to suspicious activity. Sounds legitimate, right? But it's not. It's a phishing attempt, with the fraudster waiting to catch your information like a fisherman with a baited hook. Moving on to smishing, a term coined from SMS and phishing. Like phishing, smishing employs deceit to extract your personal details. However, the trickery is exclusively via text messages. A typical smishing message might say you've won a grand prize and need to claim it by clicking on a link. The catch? The link leads to a fraudulent website designed to steal your information. Then we have spoofing, a more tech-savvy type of SMS fraud. Here, fraudsters manipulate the sender ID to make it seem as if the message is from a trusted source. You might receive a message that appears to be from a friend, asking for a small loan to handle an emergency. In reality, it's a fraudster who has spoofed your friend's number, hoping you'll send money their way. Another type is the premium rate scam. In this scam, you receive a text asking you to reply or call a number to win a prize or answer a survey. Doing so, however, results in hefty charges, as the number is a premium rate line. The fraudster, who often owns the premium line, profits from these charges. Lastly, we have the malware scam. This type of SMS fraud involves sending a message with a link to download an app or software. Unbeknownst to you, the download contains malware designed to infiltrate your device and steal your data. With this knowledge, you can now identify and avoid falling victim to these types of SMS fraud. Knowing about the danger is one thing, but how can you protect yourself from SMS fraud? Firstly, it's crucial to be able to identify suspicious messages. Most fraudulent texts will try to create a sense of urgency, asking you to act quickly. They may claim to be from a trusted source like your bank, but don't be fooled. Often these messages will contain links to fake websites designed to steal your information. So, never click on a link from an unknown source. Secondly, never share personal information over text. No reputable organization will ask for sensitive details like your password or credit card number via SMS. If you receive a message asking for such information, it's likely a scam. Now, what if you suspect you've been a victim of SMS fraud? Don't panic. Contact your mobile service provider immediately. They can help you take the necessary steps to secure your account. Also, report the incident to your local law enforcement agency. They can help track down the culprits and potentially protect others from falling victim to the same scam. It's also worth mentioning that you should regularly update your phone's software. Updates often include security patches that can protect your device from various types of fraud. Lastly, consider installing a trusted security app. These apps can help detect and block fraudulent messages, adding an extra layer of protection. Remember, your safety is in your hands. Stay alert, stay safe. In this short span, we've covered a lot about SMS fraud. We've learned that it's a deceptive practice where fraudsters use text messages to trick you into divulging personal information or into making fraudulent payments. We've also explored its various types, from phishing to smishing. More importantly, we've discussed how you can protect yourself from falling prey to these scams. Remember, your first line of defense is always awareness and vigilance. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and don't let SMS fraudsters fool you. Until next time, keep your information safe and